Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw here at ILTMCon for Insider Travel Report, as I am every year. And this gentleman, we've actually interviewed him here once before, not last year, I think the year before. Remember Nikhil Advani?
That's right, you got it totally right. Thank you.
And he's with Grace Bay Resorts, wonderful resorts in the Turks and Caicos. And we're going to talk to him about what's going on with his resorts and everything that's happening on Insider Travel Report. Nikhil, first of all, great to see you again. It's been a while.
See you again. James, it's really good to see you. It's a real honor. Thank you so much for having me back.
Well, tell everybody a little bit about Grace Bay Resorts right now.
Well, Grace Bay Resorts, it started very, very long ago. It's the first luxury resort in the Turks and Caicos. It was built and opened in '93. Right. And then some partners and myself in the early 2000s picked it up from the original owner and carried on the same ethos, the same DNA of handmade, of low density, of having the best beaches in the world. And the goal was, how do we add incredible service to that mix? How do we add incredible food and beverage? And so that's what we've done over the last 20 odd years. We started with one resort, now we have 5. We're building a couple more.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to talk to you about those. Those are great. But you've also been going back to the original, and you've been revamping and restoring and putting in new things, right?
You are totally right. So the original building, which is called the hotel at Grace Bay Club, has had a full refurbishment, from the bathrooms to that. Young Her, which is a top 80, 100 interior designer, took that project and really has come up with something really, really fun. So it's it's one thing that you got to keep on doing at these rates, and where we have such a high repeat clientele. You definitely want to keep it fresh. Whether it's a restaurant, she did our Infinity Bar, which everybody loves. It's one of the places to be for the evening before you see have a few sundowners, watch the sun go down.
The sun go down.
Yeah, that's the Caribbean, right? So so it's been really good, and we've been working closely with the government. They've been very proactive in terms of how they're looking at growth, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's the new airport that we're looking to put together. Turks is one of the hottest locations in the Caribbean, and in 20 odd years ago, nobody knew anything about Turks.
Now, of course, everyone knows Grace Bay is one of the best beaches in the world, right?
That is so true. We're very blessed. I think Mother Nature's given us something that you can't create.
Now, you were going to be building more. I think there's one coming up next year, right?
That's right. So in South Bank, which is our newest luxury marina resort, the building that they're finishing is from Pierre Lessone. It's called Arc, and it is just an incredible building. In that, the concept there was the same space that you have indoors, you have outdoors, which is activated, whether it's barbecues or sitting areas or gardens or fountains or swimming pools. So what they've done is, because it's such great weather and you have 330 days of sun, so you want to spend as much time outside as you want inside. So they've done what Pierre Lessone did, which we've all talked about, is to create a space that indoor and outdoor is the same space in terms of volume. But what you're going to do is, the outdoor spaces has all these activations that you can spend that outdoor space in these activated areas, whether it's a barbecue or seating areas or gardens or pools. So that's been something we're very, very much excited about, and that will launch 26 November.
Okay, so we are a year, but roughly a year from now.
Yeah,
so
roughly a year from now.
But so then so that'll be what, 6 resorts now?
That'll be 6 resorts, and plus we have a private villa division with more than 10 private villas that are scattered all around the island on some of the best beaches in the world.
Well, that's it. You tell me. And you got great food, great dining all over the place, right?
We're very, very lucky. We've got Chris, who led the charge there. He's our Vice President of Food and Beverage. He comes from the background of Raffles and Dorchester. So bringing that high level of food and beverage, and we're all very passionate about it, has allowed us to have 3 or 4, actually 4 now, of the best restaurants in the Turks and Caicos in the top 5 list. So
amazing, Well, you told me about this, and I keep saying I'm going to go down there, but we're going to talk about that. But it's such a wonderful, it's such an iconic part of Turks and Caicos. Right?
I think what we've learned is people love good food and beverage. They want to be healthier. They're in the gym a lot more often. So that whole evolution of great food and beverage, which was never the case in the Caribbean, has really shifted. And we've had guests from London, New York say, wow, this quality, like the sushi what we're putting out, is what they'd see in New York and London. So I think Our goal is how do we keep that going and how do we keep it exciting? And so each restaurant is different. We have Vita in the Rock House, which is Italian, and my good friend Crescenzo brought his Michelin star chefs from the Amalfi Coast, from Santa Catarina, to help our chefs. So each concept is very different. You have a lot of choices, and just in general, like even freestanding restaurants like the Marine Room by Ryan and Natalie, they've done an incredible job at creating freestanding restaurants that give you more options.
Fantastic. Well, when you're talking to travel advisors here, how do you tell them about your resorts and what's different?
So I think when we speak about it, we've been doing this for a while now. So they know we're like the OG. They want to know what's updated. They want to know what's new with the food and beverage, but also our people. They build such strong relationships with the team, and that's really what makes a resort. You know, you can have beautiful marble, you can have great big TVs and all that good stuff, but it's really the people that make your resort. And I think we're blessed with some incredible, we call them our Grace Bay Resorts characters, and each of them have these relationships with either the travel professionals or our guests, and bringing that together and having them activate the resort is really what makes a difference.
That's absolutely. Well, I keep promising to come down, and we're going to talk about like this because it sounds so wonderful. You're on Grace Bay. You've told me this many times over the years, and it's great to see you here once again. Where can travel advisors go to learn more about Grace Bay Resorts and all of your other resorts?
Well, I think, we have Emma and Scott that lead the team, so you can call them up. We have a whole team of people in sales and marketing, but also either call any of our GMs. The GMs are great personalities. You can call me. You have my number. Everybody has my number. So, just feel whatever is the easier way. If you want to go to a third party, we're agnostic as how you book. We just want you to come to the Caribbean.
And then you got your website is...
Website as well. Yep, that's Fantastic. Right. So there's a lot of options.
Okay. Well, it's great to see you again here. Hopefully next time it'll be in Turks and Caicos.
I look forward to that, James.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.